So for me, I'm Yirinji, that's it. No, there's nothing else I can talk about. You're Murning, you're Yankunytjatjara, you're Naranga, and that is a sovereign place to be. And I think as sovereign women, we're quite, we can face the world. It's really quite a powerful place to be.
We're Unbound. My name's Gumillya Baker, and my family come from the Nullarbor, Murning.
My name's Simone Ulalka. I'm from the Yankunytjatjara community northwest of South Australia.
Hi, I'm Faye Rosas Blanch. I'm actually from Atherton Tablelands, North Queensland, Yirinji Mbarram country.
Hi, my name's Natalie Harkin. I'm an Arunga woman from South Australia, and I work with the Unbound Collective at Flinders University.
We're all artists academics, and we all have worked in higher education.
Who were all engaged in really critical decolonising ideas around, and very much centring Indigenous research methodologies and looking at black feminism and black feminists and Indigenous feminism and what that means to come at feminism from an Indigenous standpoint. We were all engaging in these really amazing dialogues and informed by scholars and artists and researchers globally.
The idea of the collective was also about recognising the gifts that we can bring together, so both our individual gifts but what it means to a practice as being a collective. And so Nat's an incredible poet and Faye's an incredible performer in spoken word, and Ali's got this incredible visual vision around our work through her performance, her screen work, her ability to capture moments. And so those individual
And you
gifts.
sing, you're a song woman.
That's what I forgot, I sing.
Yep.
And so those collective artistic skills with our academic skills, it kind of felt right. And that we were maturing as both scholars but also as artists, and it was no surprise that there were 4 women who came together.
With the Unbound Collective, it feels completely natural and right to be able to be weaving in words and poetry and projecting them in places on really significant buildings that mean something to us.
And this one is really looking at the canon of Australian art. So we're in the colonial wing of the Art Gallery of New South Wales, thinking about the visual representation of a particular narrative and how Aboriginal people are absented from that narrative or included or excluded, and certainly the kind of role of the ideas of terra nullius in the way what is included in those paintings is remembered and how that's memorialised. Some of the ongoing themes of the work that we've been making is around what does it mean to be contained inside an archive? So what does it actually mean to be physically collected? What does it mean to be free or sovereign or decolonised? And how do you shed, Faye talks about it as the colonial skin. How do you shed the colonial skin? What does that look like? And I think, so we kind of reflected on what it meant to be encased in an archive. We reflected on what it meant to be free and be outside of the walls of the archive. Being in this space which is so layered with so much symbolism, like it's almost
Overwhelming.
impossible. So we were actually thinking about it as an anti-memorial.
And I also think it's about honouring the protest history within this country. And so part of us really thinking about having the flags in our performance was about honouring the incredible history of the community here and the protest of all Aboriginal people within this country.
You know, we've all come here to protest.
Once we promenade through the colonial gallery, is that we leave the space in a different way. So in being there, we transform that space. Ali always says we're giants of our histories. And so we might be small in that gallery, but in fact we're quite large.